This week on Pole House Blackpot Weekend Getaways, we conclude our visit to Arrow Rock. And on the menu, Angel's famous egg rolls. So stick around. This is Wade, and I'm Angel, and this is Iris, and we are Pole House Blackpot's Weekend Getaways, where we show you all things yummy to cook in cast iron as we visit different places. Well, good morning. We're still here at Arrow Rock, and I'm starting my breakfast, or my thing that I'm fixing tonight. I get it cooked. Wade's at work, so I'll have dinner ready when he gets back. So we're making egg rolls and chicken curry, which we made some other time, and I'll put the video in the description below, so you can follow along with the chicken curry. But I'm also making egg rolls, and I'll show you how I do that. But first, we gotta have sweet and sour sauce. So, light my burner here. In here, I have 1 cup of brown sugar. To that, I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of water. Now, I'm going to stir this up and bring it to a boil. And as soon as this comes to a boil, I'll show you what else we do. Okay, now this has almost come up to a boil. I hope you can see that. See, it's almost boiling. Now, it's boiling. I see it. So now I'm gonna put about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and about 1 tablespoon of water. Now I'm going to stir this up until it gets clear again. And it happens pretty quickly, and it'll get thick. See how it's still pretty runny? It'll get thick here. And it's not clear yet. See, it's still kind of milky. Okay, it's boiling real good, so I'm going to shut this off. To that, I'm going to add about 1/4 cup of lemon juice. And you have sweet and sour sauce. Now, it looks kind of thin right now, but once it cools down, it won't be. It'll be perfect consistency. So, there you go. I'll come back when I have chicken curry started and do the egg rolls. Welcome back. Or if you're just joining me, welcome. Wade's at work, and I'm cooking supper for 4 of us. You'll remember Sheila and Frank. They were the ones we went and visited in Michigan. We went there. And I'm going to link those videos down below. I'm fixing chicken curry, which you guys have seen. I'll link that video down below in the description too. I'm fixing egg rolls to go with it. So in here I've got 1 package of coleslaw mix. It can be any variety. We got plain coleslaw this time. A lot of times I like carrots in mine that are shredded. But to that, just some plain old ground turkey. You could do ground pork, I don't think this would taste as good with ground beef or deer. I use ground turkey. I like the flavor of it. 1 pound. Oh, I need eggs too. Big cooler. Just bring me the whole thing. It is egg rolls. Normally Wade is here to help me. Unfortunately, he's still at work. 1 pound of turkey. A little bit of seasoned salt, just a little bit. Onion powder and garlic powder. Well, isn't that just the berries? Oops. Okay, don't worry about it. And a little bit of black pepper. Not much.
Well, that'll be spicy.
Well, a little bit of black pepper. Not as much as I put in there. They'll be all right. We'll just be spiced up everywhere. Mix this in there as best you can. If you got a ring on, take it off, because especially if it's a engagement ring, this ground turkey gets down in there. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this egg here and I'm going to put my white over in this bowl. If you get a little egg yolk in that, that's no big deal. That's what I use to seal my egg rolls with. And I do 3 eggs to bind it together. Now, a lot of people will cook their egg roll stuffing and then stuff it in their egg roll. I don't do that. I put it in there raw and I fry it until it's good and done. That way I get a nice juicy egg roll and not have it overcooked. I used to work at a place called the Y Eatery. And this Thai lady, I got the chicken curry, the pad thai recipe, which I've done on video too, and these egg rolls straight from her. I have a couple others, but I didn't pay as close attention on those because I didn't like what she fixed. But these are 2 of my favorite that she had. So, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Had to do some minor relocation. I had to have a spoon, so I know how much I'm putting in each one of my egg rolls. Rearrange things here a bit. Some of that treat come out on my plate. You could assemble these. Okay, I had to have something to put my egg rolls in after I build them. So I'm back again. I tell you, Liz, my friend Liz, is probably laughing at me like crazy right now. Iris, please don't tear up that camera. What's the matter, girl? She says I do funny things all the time, and she laughs at me every time these videos come up. So I guess I've made her day. So Liz, this one's for you. 1 egg roll skin. I'd say about that much stuffing, because you're doing 20 of them. Now this is the way I do it. If you do it a different way, More power to you. But this is the way I've always done it. I put a little bit there and a little bit there. And I bring it over and I push it down. Hold up a minute. Hello, dear.
Hey.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Is that fire a little too high?
You don't see steam coming out the Dutch oven, do you?
I just want to make sure I didn't put it too tight.
I've been watching it and I haven't.
I don't see any.
Because it's up there licking that pot.
Well, it will some till it burns down a little bit. When you see it boiling out the side, then you raise the Dutch oven.
Or lower the wood.
No, just raise the Dutch oven.
Well, I could have probably pressed the wood down into it.
No, it's fine. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay, back to my egg roll. Now, this one is fairly small, so I'm going to add a little bit more stuff into the next one. You will wind up with a couple of them that are small, and some people like smaller ones. I personally like them a little bigger, so that's what I'm going to do. So,
It is steaming.
okay, I guess I need to stop and raise the Dutch oven. Although a little bit of steamage isn't going to hurt it any.
It's a lot of steaming.
Okay. Let me get this one made and then I will. I'll stop the cameras. I figured that one was going to be a little small. And this one's probably going to be a little big. So, I'm going to continue on the next 18. And I'll come back when I'm making the last one. And then we'll get to frying. Sorry I didn't show you the last egg roll being rolled, but here they are. And I'm gonna just lay in one at a time, very carefully. The big part of the seam down. Probably 5 is going to be enough to do at a time. Wade's getting the rice out. He's back. Say something, hon.
Hi, everybody.
I put him to work.
Get hot? Oh, geez,
Yeah, that's hot.
I figured it probably would. This lid gets pretty hot.
I need to turn that down just a smidge.
Yeah, we're going to have to stir it.
There's a stirring device over there.
Okay. The big one or the little one?
It doesn't matter. All right. I moved them to make sure they weren't stuck on the bottom, and there's plenty in there, so we're not going to add any more for now. That just basically needs to...
Turn that. You think I need to turn that down? Is it all right?
What, that?
Yeah.
It'll cool off in a minute.
Okay.
This is my bailiwick. You leave it alone.
Okay. Now, do you want that
I want the lid on it, yes.
lid on?
Yep.
It's already boiling, so.
If you can hear me over the popping and cracking, that's the bad thing about these egg rolls, is they do pop and crack a lot.
There's quite a bit of moisture inside, too, isn't there?
Yes,
It comes
there
out with the
is.
cabbage and the...
So, when I get ready to flip them, we'll come back. Okay, we're ready to turn them. One already turned itself, and I'm going to call that one good. It's nice and brown. The rest of them need a little help.
I'll move this to you a little closer if that works.
Okay.
Handier for you. You want to cover them?
Yes, please.
You just another hit the pallet for you. Use that one.
Now, it won't take too long after they've been turned, and you can empty them out. Should have listened to my husband. He was right. That was a little hot. Iris is getting a little greasy butted. So,
Outside in the bright, it's really hard to see the flame. So you're trying to guess by the dial, and that doesn't always work.
okay, I'm gonna put the next batch in. We'll come back when we're ready to taste these. They have to cool them because they're lip burners. So we'll be right back. On this channel, we show you yummy, delicious, and interesting things to cook in cast iron, most specifically Dutch ovens. Do you know we have a cookbook? It not only shows you great tips how to use your Dutch ovens, but it gives you our first 2 years of recipes. They're $20 with $6 shipping and handling. You can get those at Pole House Black Pots, P.O. Box 212, Fayette, Missouri 65248, or on Venmo.
Yes, in the Venmo, look up Pole House Black Pots on Venmo.
Well, it's time for the tasting. It should be cooled off. Here is my sweet and sour sauce that I made this morning.
I'll help you.
Okay. Let's stir that up.
I'm not a sweet and sour sauce fan, but homemade like this is really good.
See, it's nice. It's not overly thin. It's not too thick.
Like a thin syrup.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to split this one in half.
That's a good idea.
Now, we're going to crack it open. See how done that is in the middle? Perfect.
Yes, it
Here, I'll
is.
give you the bigger piece. I want this. Pour it over top. These do have to sit for a few minutes.
Oh, yeah. You're hot. Sure.
Oh, man. And those of you that saw, thought I may have put too much pepper in there. It's just right, isn't it? It's not overly peppery, is it?
No, not at all.
It's perfect. I guess I
That's
should
good.
put more pepper on there all the time. So, that's good. So, we don't just eat hamburgers and hot dogs when we go camping, do we, dear?
No, very seldom.
Very seldom do we. We come up, you don't have to have a special recipe.
No, just
Whatever you
yeah.
cook in your house,
Try your favorite recipe out here.
take
That's
it
what's
out
more
there
fun.
and enjoy the great outdoors. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, which is like, share us on Facebook or Instagram or whatever your social media site is. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified when we got new videos out, which usually come out on Sunday. If they don't, then I let you know.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you watching and see you next week.
Yep. Thanks a lot. Bye, everybody.